I really enjoyed Peter Rabbit too. A tiny part of me wants to say I preferred it to the first film, but I'm not 100% sure about that. This was released in 2021. It's directed by Will Gluck and it's written by Will Gluck and Patrick Burley, based, of course, on the characters by Beatrix Potter. And we have a cast including Rose Byrne and Domhnall Gleeson. We also have Peter Rabbit, voiced by James Corden. And there's a quote in this that I absolutely love, and I think it really sums up the entire narrative. But basically, the family are writing this book about Peter Rabbit and the other characters, and Peter Rabbit's not very happy that he's being portrayed as the bad seed. That's the word that they use, or the phrase rather that they used. And he decides to run away and go off on an adventure, and he tells his new friends, "All they think I am is naughty, so I've embraced it." That quote is so powerful and so true. It's not new information that if a child, for example, is constantly being told, "You're naughty, you're badly behaved," they are quite likely to start to listen to that and say, well, if you think I'm naughty, I might as well be naughty, because what's the point in not, or what's the point in trying to be good if nobody's going to believe it anyway? And I think that that's a really powerful sentiment there, and basically sums up the entire film. They thought Peter Rabbit was the bad seed. They didn't consider how he would feel with being referred to in the public eye as the bad seed. So he took off and, well, I guess behaved like a bad seed. And he goes off on this adventure and gets into a bit of bother, and it gets emotional at one point, maybe on a couple of occasions. I thought it was very, very well done. It's a fun story, well executed. Peter Rabbit is a very strong character, very well written character. The voice acting is great. The visual quality is stunning. The soundtrack is really great as well. So I rather enjoyed it. I thought it was a really decent, really solid sequel. Great narrative, well executed, great characters, great acting and voice acting. The soundtrack is great. Visually, it's a stunning film. Absolutely gorgeous to look at. So I'm quite happy. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I did, but I'm pleased to say Peter Rabbit 2 is a really decent film. The full title is Peter Rabbit 2 The Runaway. I don't think I mentioned that. And it works well. Good story, well executed, great casting characters, visually stunning. I want for nothing. If you liked the first Peter Rabbit film, I'd say it's definitely worth watching. If you were kind of not that bothered about the first film, it might be worth checking out still. As I said, I think I might think it's superior, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But if you hated the first film, probably isn't worth watching this. But it's not too bad at all as a sequel. I thought it was actually rather quite good. And if you're a fan of Peter Rabbit, or you're just curious to see what it's like, then needless to say, I'm very happy to recommend Peter Rabbit 2 The Runaway.